And profound story about relationships. Benson, a black teacher, and Mike, a Japanese-American chef, are beginning to wonder why they're a couple.
Putting the characters in the position in which they're constantly coming up against their limits was something that I thought would be really interesting to read.
When Mike visits his seriously ill father, Benson finds himself stuck with his boyfriend's acerbic mother.
How have you been? I haven't seen much of you.
I know. I mean, well, you know, Cole hasn't been playing, and
Are we good? Do you think?
yeah, we're alive, and no, because he would have had it like yesterday or the day before.
Cheryl, can you hear us when we talk? No, that's fine. Don't even turn me on yet.
So
we're not in a rush.
It'll be like 6 months.
It'll be what?
It'll be like 6 months before.
Can you hear yourself? I hear him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So just make sure this is not very close. Oh, like that.
He'll be good to have him back, though. It's unfortunate he didn't have
I know he'll be much happier, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Next year, Mason will be here, so maybe. I mean, if they let him.
Meaning as a freshman, you mean? Yeah, he'll be there.
There's really.
How's the 7th, 8th grade team doing?
They're good. They don't have a lot of kids. There's only like 20 total, of which there's like 9 that are pretty good. The 3 are the best are Declan, Thomas, Adrian, and Mason. And Brent Hudson is not playing because of soccer. So
wow.
Yeah, so that was a loss because they're good kids are good, and then they have a bunch of really inexperienced kids.
Yeah, I think that sort of sums up.
Do an intro to BMC and then we're here. Like, welcome tonight. You're on. Go ahead.
Welcome to Belmont Media Center. We are here tonight to watch the Belmont Marauders take on the Burlington High School lacrosse team. This is David Pomer here. I'm here with
Ross Bremen, and really happy to be here. The team's really been pretty good this year, huh?
It's been a very good year this year. I think the record doesn't show how talented this team is. They've really been quite a step up from last year, and it's been fun to watch.
Definitely.
We're kicking right in right now. We've got a face-off right now. We've got Ian Burns from Belmont taking the face-off. It looks like number 10 from Burlington. That is Dustin McKinnon, and Burlington maintains possession of the ball.
Ian's done, even though he didn't win that one, he's done a really good job this year. Didn't play last year at the face-off position.
He didn't play last year at all, and he's really been a great addition to
really looking good.
Yeah. So Burlington comes in on the right towards the top of the Freedom Division of the Middlesex League, 4-4-0. Belmont towards the bottom on the Liberty at 2-6-0. But definitely been in many of the games that they've been played in, very close games, with the exception of 1 or 2.
Historically, there's number 5 with the shot, and nice save. Moss definitely got a stick on that one. It looked like it took a bounce off the pipe.
Nate Moss has been a fantastic goaltender. Just started last year. He's been great for Belmont this year. I think generally speaking, goalies, you expect maybe a 50% save percentage, even at the college level, and he's really been probably north of that, which is really impressive, especially for the experience that he has, only playing 2 years in the high school.
Yeah, he's a great addition for sure. and we'll have him next year as well.
Errant pass for Burlington. Belmont will take over possession. That's Joe Gaziano, number 17. And again, that's Moss in goal, number 11, walking the ball up. The teams have 10 seconds essentially to get it over midfield, and then another 10 seconds to get it inside the blue striped box. That's Bruce Hudson, number 8. Up Belmont on a fast break. And
that was Spencer. Yeah. He's looked pretty good this year.
That's a great transition goal, good fast break goal for Belmont.
Start. Matt got the ball to Bruce in space. The man had to come to pick him up, and then Spencer was wide open. So great movement of the ball there. Good start for Belmont.
Good that you just explained that, because it went too fast for me. We did not see the goal. Oops.
So starting off here again, we've got Ian Burns on the center. You've got Joe Gaziano, and I think that is Colin Shea on the far side for Belmont.
Yep.
And scrum on the ground. Looks like White kicking the stick. It looks like Burlington's going to take possession of the ball.
A little unfortunate there. A lot of activity on the face-off. It could always go either way.
Has not been a clear win, so I think that's a good sign. It will be competitive. Sometimes you get a face-off guy who is completely dominant and completely can change the complexion of the game as the team takes possession right away on a lot of the plays there.
Burlington and Belmont have been pretty competitive with one another at the youth level in recent years, and that tends to translate when you get to high school. Even though Belmont has not had the same success as Burlington, I would expect this game to be pretty close.
Moss, another great stop right there. 2 good stops for him. We got Moss to transition to his brother, and then you've got Colin Shea, number 10, passing it up again. That's to Spencer Scally. So Belmont's got...
he gives it to Aubrey, sets it up. I think that's Matt to Michael Palmer, or vice versa.
That was vice versa, yep. Matthew 15, Michael 9, and then Bruce Hudson, number 8 at midfield. And then we've got Spencer Scally, Aubrey Talanian, and Peter Grace on the attack for Belmont. Grace has been another great addition, another one who hasn't played. Belmont's got, I want to say, 6 or 8 players on the team who contribute regularly who did not play last year. That's Palmer, number 9, Michael Palmer. Sends it up to his brother Matt. And time to transition it now. Once you've got 2 guys on you, usually that's too late.
Looks like they could have called the push there. It was a late call, but they did call it once he hit the ground.
I like him forcing it, but generally if you've got 2 guys on you at that point, it's you've got to get rid of the ball.
Spencer looks like he wants to dodge. He does.
Peter Grace.
Oh, I'm sorry, Peter Grace.
And it's a Ward. So he pushed off with his hand, a Ward on Belmont, which will transition possession to Burlington. Belmont causing some pressure on the attack. Michael Palmer takes it over. Belmont on transition. Palmer to Scally, and good stop by the goaltender. It looks like Spencer will get close to the ball after the shot. Good job riding the play on the out. Looks like Belmont's got some numbers, might be able to do something here. That's Matthew Palmer, number 15, with it. Over to his brother Michael, and Michael.
Oh, he's got it. Nice lefty. Not quite underhand, but a rip from the outside on the left side.
So Matthew Palmer to his brother Michael. It's a good start for Belmont on both the offensive and the defensive side so far.
And I believe that Michael is in fact lefty. That was a lefty shot.
That is correct, yes. So Matthew with, I think, another assist. I think Bruce Hudson got an assist on that first one as well. So great start. 2-0 Belmont, 7:44 left in the first quarter. And it looks like that's not Ian Burns. That's actually a change-up.
No,
that's
that was Philip.
Pitts.
Yeah, Phil Pitts. He played last year. He was a defensive midi. I think he's continuing for the most part in that role this year.
Great defensive play. That's Ian Burns on the long pole defense. Belmont again taking over. That's Peter Grace with the ball right now. Again, that's excellent defensive play there. I think that was Zach Moss who knocked the ball and eventually knocked the stick out of the Burlington player's hands.
Here's Aubrey. Bringing it up top.
That's,
Matt sets up the offense. He's got Bruce, who's taking dodge down the alley.
Bruce Hudson, and then over to Peter Grace, and then back to Scally. Belmont moving the ball fast, moving it well right now. That's Michael Palmer again, down to his brother Matthew. Oh, good shot, good ball movement there by Belmont. Really strong movement today right now at the Belmont. They've been pressuring, attacking the net. Great to see. That's Aubrey Talanian.
Ooh.
Good defensive play with the ball right there. Looks like it's going to be turned over, and they call procedure on Audrey of not playing without a stick, I think, right?
Yep. They could have called the ward probably as well.
And Burlington takes it over. That is number 1. Looks like John Hoffman, senior for Burlington.
Oh, errant pass. Over and back at a minimum.
So Belmont will take possession of the ball right now as a result of it going to the backfield after they had possession and touched up on the Burlington side. So again, Belmont getting good opportunities early on here. Again, 2-0, 6:23 left in the first quarter.
That's Michael Palmer,
Matthew Palmer. And over to Bruce Hudson. Bruce Hudson, a senior this year. To Aubrey Talanian, also a senior. And then Peter Grace, who's a junior. Michael and Matthew, 2 sophomores on the team. That's Mike Palmer over to, good intercepted pass by Burlington. And another errant pass for Burlington. Belmont.
I'm going to say that number 7, the long pole, baited
Sammy Doherty.
That pass there. He made it look like he wasn't ready for it, and as soon as it was thrown, he was right there.
I still like the look. I like the look in Belmont. I like the way that they're moving the ball right now.
This is Quinn Leary. First time we've called his name today. He's a junior. Did not play last year, but has played throughout the junior ranks over the years.
He is a junior at. Junior, right?
Yeah, junior,
Belmont, yeah. There's Michael Palmer being defended there by James Ellis. Over to Quinn, number 2. Being defended by Chris Sullivan from Burlington. And then Spencer Scally to Michael Palmer. Michael Palmer steps in. And errant shot. Peter Grace following up closest to the ball after the shot. So Belmont will maintain possession behind the net. That's Quinn Leary, number 2. Over to Spencer Scally. Over to Michael Palmer. Looks like they're isolating. That's Matthew Palmer right there, number 15, being defended by number 6, James Ellis again.
Dodges down the alley. He gets the lucky bounce.
That looked like Matthew Palmer with a left-handed shot, which is great.
And looked like the goalie had it. I think the goalie just misjudged it. He really didn't move his stick, thought it was right to him, and bounced off the top of his stick right into the goal. So nice shot there, and unlucky break for the Burlington goalie.
Very interesting that Phil Pitts again taking the face-off here. Ian Burns has been a stalwart on the face-offs. They put him to the side on the long pole. Ian and Joe Gaziano on the 2 sides. Phil Pitts really looking strong in there at the moment. This is great.
Yeah, he's
stepping on the cross, I think. So
he's a strong physical kid, Phil Pitts. He was not a lacrosse player growing up. Traditionally a soccer player here at Belmont High.
I think we've seen a lot of the athletic nature of if you've got athletes and they translates very well in the lacrosse field. Looks like Belmont with another opportunity here.
Yeah, you can see that right there. To your point, that was Joe Gaziano, a very athletic hockey player. making the transition to lacrosse.
And I don't think Joe's played for a good 6 years and has really been a factor this year on the long pole midi. He's been fast and great stick skills.
Yep.
Burlington passing it up. That's number 3, Trey Demore, a sophomore for Burlington with it around X, defended by number 10, Colin Shea, a senior for Belmont. Number 24, that's Charlie Hannafin, freshman for Burlington. And Jason Kane, and then let's see who that is. Looks like 18, Brendan Janis, who's a junior. Burlington hasn't had a lot of touches for the ball on the offensive side thus far. There have been a couple errant passes that have not given them any opportunities.
Along the lines of the athletic kids making the transition, we see 23 out there playing defense up at the top there.
Colin Galloway, yes, he is a
basketball player.
He is a basketball player. I don't know that he's played much youth, and he's hasn't seen a lot of activity this year, so it's great to see him out there as well.
Yep.
That's number 14, Andre Ardemian, for defense on Belmont.
Another great save. In the crease, too. Burlington was in the crease. Let's see if that's what they call.
It looks like...
Did they call a trip?
Yeah, it looks like
or a push at a minimum.
Going to maintain possession. Another great stop, though. 3 solid stops for Moss on the Belmont side on the goal. Another errant pass, and it looks like
over and back,
prevented from picking up, which Burlington will get called for going into, I'll call it the backcourt. Good defensive play, and looks like Belmont will touch up. As we said, you've got 10 seconds after you get it over the midfield to touch it into that blue box there. That's Michael Pomer. It's over to Peter Grace, number 19, and then on to Matthew Pomer and Aubrey Tolani, number 1. Aubrey, another senior on the team. Belmont's got 10 seniors, 8 juniors, and 6 sophomores on the team. That's Spencer Scally, another one of the seniors. Back over to Michael Pomer. Michael Pomer is a lefty. His twin brother Matthew, number 15, is a righty. The two of them are two of the offensive midfielders. That's Michael moving in, and he's got a penalty break. Good opportunity there. Looks like there's going to be a delayed penalty call for an opportunity for Belmont. See if they can take advantage of it. That's Mike Pomer again. Over to his brother, and Aubrey Tolani. Looks like Belmont will maintain it. That's Quinn Leary. Again, if they can continue to hold on to this ball, that's great as far as getting a man advantage.
Yep. Maintaining possession, keeping the quote-unquote free play alive.
It looks like
that'll be it.
Yeah. So Belmont will still get possession of the ball. It is a man up. 58 seconds left. This is a 1-minute penalty. So if Belmont doesn't score, they'll at least be man up for the remainder of this quarter. 58 seconds left. 3-0 is the score. We're here in the first quarter. And it looks like we've got the same crew out there. So it looks like Aubrey Tolani and Michael and Matthew Pomer sort of at the top. You have Quinn Leary, number 2, with Spencer Scally and Peter Grace down towards the attacking area. Quinn Leary to Peter Grace, Spencer Scally. Pomer. Looks like the goalie's able to get it. So 25, the goalie for Quinn McDonald, the goalie. He's a freshman for Burlington. And looks like Belmont's going to try to ride and prevent them from getting at least in the box here.
Timeout called.
Okay. So timeout, 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Burlington has possession. They are a man down, I think, for just a couple more seconds here. So essentially we'll see if they can set something up as we approach the end of the first quarter. It's been a great first quarter for Belmont on both the offensive, defensive, and goalie side. Really not much to complain about. I think, again, lacrosse is a game of streaks. Things can turn very quickly either way, but thus far I think Belmont's carried the play in both sides of the field.
Yeah, I think they've matched up pretty well on both sides. They've moved the ball really well on the offensive side, which is something we haven't seen in every game. I don't want to jinx them. They haven't had unnecessary turnovers where they've thrown the ball away, so that's been good to see. And on defense, they've been physical, and they haven't let anybody have any easy goals. So really good play so far on both ends for Belmont.
Yeah, it seems that Belmont's played a little more aggressively on defense than they have in the past. I think Burlington's been a little passive on their side, more passive than some of the more recent games that Belmont's played, I think, which has served Belmont well as well. So,
yeah.
On the defensive side, we've got, looks like Joe Gaziano, Andre Yardemian, number 14, Colin Shea, number 10, Ian Burns, number 3, Zach Moss, number 7, and 23, again, Colin Galloway. He's getting, again, a lot of good opportunities here today. And then, again, we've got Nate Moss in goal. So Nate Moss and Zach Moss are two brothers. Zach is a senior. Nate is a sophomore. Right now, again, 10 seconds left right now for Burlington. It looks like they might just run the clock. 4, 3, 2, 1, and as a result of them holding the ball with looks like that there is still a man down, which I think would result in Burlington maintaining possession for the start of the second quarter. If you've got a man in the box during the end of a quarter, the team, if a team has possession of the ball, they will actually maintain possession of the ball going to the next quarter. So one of those funny rules.
I was just going to say, that's a little bit out there. One of those you got to look into the, way into the book for.
Yeah.
All right.
So again, 3-0.
Otherwise you start off with a face-off, right?
Otherwise you will start off with a face-off at the end of a quarter, right? Yeah. So.
Oh, they're changing something's wrong with that net?
Yeah, it looks like they're changing a net out. I don't know if, what the reasoning there, but...
Do we switch sides? Do they like a certain one on our side, or no? You don't switch sides till half.
They will...
Typically you switch at the quarters.
At the end of the quarter.
Wow, so they got a lucky, or, they want a specific net behind Nate.
No, I don't know. Normally you wouldn't do that.
Usually you switch out if there's a hole in the net and the ball could go through it, because it would be hard for the goalie, or I should say for the refs, to know if a goal was scored. That's most typically when you see an issue. They'll usually try to fix it with like a roll of tape or something first, but whatever the reason, we'll have to send our sideline reporter down to find out.
So again, we'll be starting the quarter off here. It looks like Burlington has someone still in the box, probably for like 1 or 2 seconds, I think, left. But they'll start off with possession of the ball. It looks like at the top of the, I think they'll have it at the center area there with number 24. That's Charlie Hannafin. Well, it looks like they're actually starting it down low with number 3, Trey Demore, who's a sophomore for Burlington. And the quarter has started, and they're just now even strength. Number 5, Anthony Andriolo, comes in. The 2 Andriolo brothers, and
Call a push.
So Burlington will maintain possession. I think that was Yardemian, 14. He's one of the 10 seniors on the team here. And again, you see Galloway out there, number 23. He's really sticking to his guy. Belmont playing some tight defense right now, which is great. And that looks like Moss on 23, which is Charlie Andriolo. Over to his brother Anthony. And then over to Charlie Hannafin. Hannafin cutting to the net. Nice shot. Misses the net wide. But backed up by Jason Kane. Up. And they call it referee timeout. Helmet came off one of the players for safety. They'll blow the whistle. Burlington will take the opportunity to swap someone else out in addition to the person with the helmet problem. Starting at the X, it looks like Colin Shea defending against the attackman there. I can't see what number that was. And then again, it looks like Yardemian for Belmont. Defending again. That's number 9. Oh, a good hand.
Oh, wow.
Nice shot. Good draw and dump there. That was number 9, Will McLean, sophomore for Burlington.
They had a good cut there. The man had some space. His hands were free. He just couldn't get it in the goal.
And that's Charlie Andriolo. It's made it over to Will McLean. McLean against Yardemian. Looked like a little bit of a ward there as he pushed off with one hand. Ball goes errant pass again, and Belmont will take possession of it towards the box here. Both teams will take advantage of this opportunity right here. That's Palmer 15. And his brother Matthew Palmer with the ball, Michael Palmer, and it looks like Bruce Hudson, number 9 on the midfield. Belmont will generally keep their 3 attackmen, Peter Grace, Aubrey Talanian, and Spencer Scally. They won't change those. And this is Bruce Hudson dodging, and off to Spencer Scally. And that's Matthew Palmer drawing them out, and it looks like he's going to try to go around number 8. Ryan Kane, long stick midi on. Oh,
to Bruce Hudson.
Hudson with a shot. Oh, and a good stop right there.
Gonna call a slash there.
And looks like Peter Grace, 19. 30-second penalty for slashing, so Belmont will be a man down. 9:49 right now in the second quarter. 3-0 still Belmont. So Belmont man down. You'll see looks like Joe Gaziano 17, Ian Burns number 3, Yardemian 14, Colin Shea, and Zach Moss. That's number 11, Zach Feitel, handing it over to 24, Charlie Hannafin, over to 23, Charlie Andriolo. I've seen the Andriolo brothers both play in hockey as well. That's number 11 over to 24, that's Charlie Hannafin. And looks like Colin Shea, good defensive play, and Belmont sort of attacking Yardemian. Oh, still with it. Looks like maybe a push, didn't call anything. Nolan Jennings with the ball right now, number 21. Burlington maintains possession. Belmont now full strength. Nice shot from far out from Burlington, but wide. Right now, Burlington moving the ball a little better than they certainly started with right now. It's Charlie Hannafin, defended by Colin Galloway. Good defense by Galloway. Belmont really far out today. That's Joe Gaziano, really playing and forcing to play a lot more than traditional.
Yeah, Colin Galloway has been face guarding number 24, which means that he's been staying with him really wherever he goes.
Yeah, not really often. He must be one of their.
He must be one of their best players, number 24.
And that's shot goes wide by Anthony Andriolo. Burlington maintains possession as they were closest to the ball and went out of bounds. And it looks like Nolan Jennings, I think, starting it. Moving out there to Alex Robin. Oh, no, that looks like Jason Kane. And then Andriolo again, number 5, dodging against Joe Gaziano. Gaziano maintaining good defense. I think Andriolo 23 and number 5 on the Burlington side. That's number 9, Will McLean. McLean, bounce pass over to Andriolo. Able to maintain possession of it. And
Bounce pass in this one as much as you do in other sports.
yeah.
Maybe might have been a bounce pass, not quite on purpose.
Errant ball. Looks like Colin Shea comes up with it and is able to.
Oh wow, unlucky. And, wow.
Looks like unfortunate. Looks like number 9, I think, Will McLean scores there.
Colin trying to pass it to the goalie for the clear, and unlucky, picked off by the defense and turned into a goal.
Not much Moss could do in that instance. Odds are strong against that. Looks like the referee might be signaling something with regards to the net.
Looks like a loose string.
Okay. Score 3-1 right now. 7:40 left in the first half. Coach Josh Stride out there with a pair of scissors to clean things up. And it looks like we'll be on our way here. Looks like Phil Pitts taking the face-off again, and we've got Ian Burns and Joe Gaziano on the two sides for Belmont.
Ian Burns, the long pole midi. So for those of you watching who are unfamiliar, oftentimes a team will have a long pole for the face-off.
Looks like Phil Pitts is going to win the face-off.
He's got it.
That's excellent. First time he's won a face-off and carrying it in. It's great. And he gets it in. They touch up, and that goes to Spencer Scott.
He'll run off.
And looks like we've got transition. So Belmont gets possession right now. Score 3-1 still. We've got Pomer with a long pole on him. Really the Burlington defensive core really coming far out. Belmont, I expect to sort of try to exploit that and take advantage of them being so far out. And then there is Matthew Pomer just doing just that. Over to his brother, Michael. Again, we're going through a pick. And, good stop right there by McDonald's.
Like they got that shot.
And Belmont looks like the Belmont's almost able to sort of prevent the clear right there. And it looks like Burns, they have not let him in. Oh, okay, he's got it in.
And penalty.
Unfortunate. It looks like another goal for Will McLean. That's his second.
Got a broken stick. Looks like Matt Palmer's father is going to have to buy a new stick.
That's never a good thing.
Those sticks can be expensive.
Yeah.
Sometimes hundreds of dollars.
And so that put a little salt in the wound. He breaks the stick and he's in the penalty box. So I think it was a 1-minute penalty. Is that what they said?
I think so.
Yeah. So Burlington scores, making it 3-2. Really changed the momentum a little bit here. Really, Belmont's got to sort of turn some things around, put that ball in the net right now. Yeah, it looks like Burns is taking the face off, and I would
could have called a trip
on there, but Ian Burns maintains possession. And Coach Wright saw he was going to be in a little trouble and called a timeout right there. So, important face-off. Great face-off by Burns. Great to see that Belmont might have two face-off guys. That's a luxury that not a lot of teams have. I know Ian Burns is a senior this year, so that I don't know if that factors into the giving Pitts a little bit of an opportunity today. Belmont didn't have a face-off guy last year, which really was important. I think it's a position that some people debate whether it's they should change that in the lacrosse game. It's an unfair advantage for those teams that have a real excellent face-off guy where they can just continually maintain possession. And
can't win if you can't have the ball and score.
Right. think people have sort of said that maybe change it to the same method they have with basketball, where they change possession after scoring and maybe the team takes it behind the net or something like that. But I don't see that changing anytime in the near future, but it's certainly something that does come up for topic every now and again. So again, Belmont will have possession. Matt Pomer is in the penalty box for probably a good 50 more seconds at least. So Belmont will probably try to possess this ball, run it around for the duration, I'm going to guess, and just try to get it so that they can have possession of the ball when they return to full strength. So we'll see where things go here. I suspect Aubrey Talanian, it looks like Aubrey Talanian's going to be the one getting the ball. He's fast, elusive, and again, it wouldn't shock me if he does a lot of the running in this instance right here. But he's got two guys on him, so he'll need someone to run to him. No one runs to him, and Aubrey does a good
rolls.
Yep.
He's interesting.
Oh, unfortunate that they pressed that. They tried to take advantage of a little opportunity there, but unfortunately they turned it over, which again gives possession to Burlington right now. Burlington moving it up. And Burlington right now, as we said, is a man up right now. Score 3-2. Just under 6 minutes left to go in the half. That's number 18, Brendan Janis with the ball. 24, Hannafin. Oh, and just
24,
like
James Hanley. I think it's the first time we've called his number this game. He.
We've got number 5, Andriolo scored, and a flag went in after. I did not see what the call was on that. Yeah, looking at the way Moss is, I don't know what to suspect here. Let's see what they say. Oh, it looks like unsportsmanlike, I'm going to guess. So Andriolo scores to tie it up, and then incurred an unsportsmanlike penalty. So he's 5:43 right now left in the half. Belmont will be man up. It looks like Belmont will also get possession of the ball. So not a great penalty to take on the Burlington side after getting that goal and sort of getting the momentum. Right now it's tied 3-3. Belmont started up 3-0. Again, Burlington has stormed back and tied it right up. As we said before, a game of streaks. Pomer, and Belmont maintains possession. Nice little pass play by Peter Grace to Matthew Pomer. Shot goes wide. Quinn Leary with the ball right now, up to Aubrey Talanian. Matthew Pomer, 15 at the top.
I think when they watch the film, they'll see if he had shot a bounce shot there, would have been right in.
Looks like Belmont called a timeout. Certainly if it was on net, that was a better opportunity than the shot wide. So, yeah, so Belmont calling a timeout. Looked like they're going to try to set something up here. 5:19 left in the half. I'm going to guess probably at least 40 more seconds left on that penalty for Burlington. So right now, I think they're moving the ball very well. Good guys cutting to the net. I think probably could use a little more pace with the way that they're moving the ball as they did when they first started here. Hopefully,
looks like we've got a couple youth players.
Got my attention.
They're looks like they're ready to go. Looks like they want to jump right in.
That's great.
At the youth level, the K2 age group, over 50 kids this year, first team ever, boy or girl, with over 50 kids at a level.
That's great. Hopefully the success. Errant pass. Looks like Pomer is going to maintain it. Oh, and he does not. So Mike Pomer to Quinn Leary. They unfortunately drop it. Burlington with a chance to clear. It looks like Belmont trying to maintain it. Again, they've got 10 seconds to get it over midfield right now. That's Quinn McDonald, the goalie, walking it up, and looks like it's going to be an errant pass, and Moss is going to let it go, and Belmont will maintain possession of it. I probably would have recommended that he would catch that. There's your perspective on that, but if it's tipped by Belmont, sometimes that pass could go the other way. And
yeah, I think he was just feeling the safe play was to just let it go and take possession.
Mm-hmm. So Belmont's still man up right now. Moss carrying it up, looking for an open man. Oh, and Aubrey Tulane, nice catch. He's got two guys on him, and looks like...
So,
Burlington
timeout.
Gets possession of the ball, and unfortunately, a couple of things on that. I think a little pass behind Aubrey, and then I think he had two guys on him right away, which sort of allowed them to knock the ball loose. And then the ground ball has come up by Burlington. So Burlington will get the ball. I think it's even strength right now for both teams. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the half, tied 3-3. I think Belmont needs a little skip in their step right now. Playing a little flat in this quarter here. As we said, I think Belmont was up 3-0 after the first quarter. I think the second quarter has been a Burlington quarter, and they outscored Belmont 3-0. Yeah. So let's see. As we said, I think there's been Burlington has a better record than Belmont this year. I think they're 4-4-0. Belmont 2-6-0. Some of the common opponents they've lost to, tough to tell. I think you'd probably give a nod to Burlington. I think they lost to Winchester. Just trying to look right now. 6-4, and that was the first game of the year. Belmont lost to Winchester significantly, 12-3. So always tough to tell, especially at that time of the year. If it's a true indicator. Similarly, Burlington lost 17-4 to Reading. Belmont lost to Reading 10-1. So again, not sure what conclusions you can draw based on those common opponents and the record scores, etc. But it all matters who shows up today and how they play at this game today. So looks like the ball is going to be started by Nolan Jennings for Burlington on the side.
I'm just like, where's the ball most of the time?
I think I noted that 11 freshmen for Burlington on their roster, so I'm not sure exactly how many of them play regularly. Looks like a lot of speed there right now with the opportunity. No one stopped right now. Nolan Jennings just goes right in, unimpeded, and just like that, Belmont's down 4-3. Really unfortunate. I don't know if Belmont was looking to switch on the defensive side, or if someone was slide, but definitely either way, some confusion there, and Jennings took advantage of it.
So here's Pitts again on the face-off.
I haven't seen. What number's on the face-off on the Burlington side? Did you see it?
I did not see.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, looks like right now, we'll see who can get possession of that. And it looks like Ian Burns
has it.
Get possession of it. They've got to touch up. I don't know what they called. I don't know if he called out of bounds, but I think he might have been looking at the wrong line or something. He called him out of bounds.
He called it out of bounds.
I'd love to see the replay of that.
Yeah, I think the film will show it's not even close.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. They're not going to replay it, and they're not going to call it back. So they got to play on here. Burlington has the ball, moving it up right now. That's 15, Kyle Salucci, I want to say. And a good
save
there
by Moss.
Moss walking it up right now. Belmont transitioning at the same time. And that goes over. It looks like Colin Shea. Back to Moss. They've got
Got to
10
get it to
seconds
Bruce.
get it to Bruce in the box. And Bruce,
There we go.
again, he's got another 10 seconds here to get it inside the other box, and Belmont touches up. It looks like Andriolo, number 5 on Bruce. Hudson should just keep going to the net, and he backs it up. Pomer to Pomer to Bruce Hudson. Oh, take a shot.
He's got some space, so
Looks like,
held it maybe just...
Peter Grace is gonna... Oh, looks like Talanian. That's a hold right there. And Belmont will get possession of the ball. Belmont, a couple of good looks right there.
Yeah.
Certainly Bruce, I think
He had some space for a second there.
I think he also, nice pick by Peter Grace. Looks like Talanian. Aubrey Talanian again looking up. Pass over to Matthew Pomer. And another pick by Peter Grace. One great pick. Matthew Pomer getting a clear look.
And he's got it in there. And a penalty after the play.
So Belmont will get, I don't think they'll get possession, but they'll get a man up. It'll be a face-off if they can get possession.
Let's get the call here.
So
unnecessary roughness after the goal.
That's James Ellis, a sophomore for Burlington. 1 minute. It actually looks like Belmont will get possession without a face-off. 4-4 is the score. 2:45 left in the half. Looks like we've got Aubrey Talanian, Michael, and Matthew Pomer at the top. Oh, and a bad pass. Not the way you want to start it. Peter Grace picks it up, though. He maintains it. And we've got Bruce Hudson, Spencer Scally, and Peter Grace down towards the bottom. Oh, Burlington makes an intercept, and then they make a pass. If this can go out of bounds, it'll be
Belmont ball.
Belmont ball. Belmont a little careless on the pass there,
Yeah.
but lucky to get the ball back here. We'll see how things go to sort of move it up. So
They've got a little bit of time left on the man up.
2:17 in the half right now.
They should really be hustling here to take advantage of the man up.
Looks like a little tricky pass right there to Colin Shea, and Belmont needs this ball. Looks like Colin Shea going at it with looks like Pomer to Talanian, and
There it is, Aubrey. So that was Michael Palmer picked it up, got it out to Aubrey, who had some space to dodge, and really just brought it in.
It was a little broken play. Not how you're sort of organized on a man up, I'd say, but Belmont's not going to complain about that.
The goals, they all count the same.
Minute 48, Belmont now has the lead 5-4.
We like the garbage ones, you know? That's our other sport.
Again, Phil Pitts on the face, and he
He's
gets
got it.
Nice face off right there.
Yeah, that's
Good. I might want to call a timeout. Doesn't get the time, and it looks like number 6 right there for Burlington. Looking to, that looks like Andriolo. Looks like Belmont a chance here as well. Ball a little loose, and Colin Shea gets it, but again looks like a Ian Burns.
Ian Burns with the ball.
Ian's good speed, good stick skills.
Yeah, they got to get a touch here in the box.
And
Aubrey's got it.
A minute and 12 seconds left
Slows
right
things
here.
down.
So it's over to Pomer. That's over to the other Pomer. Looks like a fake right now. Mike Pomer, actually, and Quinn Leary should be able to get a shot, and he does.
What are they going to
looks
call?
like injured player, I think, is what they are calling right here. I think he might have taken the shot and needs to be subbed off, so they called
The ball went into him?
Yeah.
Ooh, ouch.
So 57 seconds left. Belmont will get possession. Looks like number 6, James Ellis, a sophomore for Burlington, limping off right now. Hopefully he's okay. That is always tough, no matter where you get hit. I don't know how goalies play in this sport, to be quite frank with you. All right, starting back up. Pomer to Pomer. That's Michael Pomer, number 9. Dodging, going to the net, and still got it. It's got to Quinley. Unfortunate. And
Couldn't get a handle on it.
40 seconds left right now. Scally to Matt Pomer. And Matthew dodging on a pole, which is ill-advised, but... And so that's holding.
I think they're going to call playing without a stick, maybe. That was, or a hold.
I think they called a hold on it. And it looks like an errant pass right there from Burlington. And out of bounds, so they're going to continue to call it a Burlington ball. And 22 seconds left in the half. Again, 5-4 right now. Belmont really got to tighten up right here. And it looks like it was number 8, Ryan Kane, long stick maybe. That's Andriolo. Over to number 9, Will McLean. Will McLean, who's got 2 goals for them right now. Colin Shea defending him. And Moss to the stop as we hit the buzzer. So halftime, 5-4. Belmont in the lead. We're going to take a break, and we'll join after the break.
coach of the Border Warriors, which was the first select team that these guys could be on.
And welcome back. We are
Should I
just
zero in on Brett over there, who's our founder of who it is like? I'm zeroing in.
I don't know if it's him, but we're looking at Brett Leary, who we think, again, one of the parents of Quinn Leary, and he's one of the founders of the Belmont Youth Program, or one of the contributors to the Belmont Boys Youth Program. Belmont, again, looks like Phil Pitts
again getting the face
off, and he's got to be careful on the ward, and they call the ward. Yeah, so again, moving your arm and fending off with your arm in an offensive mode is what the ward is, and looks like Burlington threw it away. So Belmont, lucky, very lucky.
Lucky break.
And looks like Belmont will take advantage of it. Interesting, I've always said on a turnover like that, Belmont should be a little more selective with who picks the ball up. Again,
so here, I was going to say get it to Quinn Leary, and then he should be moving it. Yep, to
Mike Palmer.
Mike Palmer.
And then Michael gets the touch, so Belmont again can now do whatever they want with it. To Matthew, and then over to Peter Grace, and
back
then
to Quinn.
Quinn again, number 2. It looks like Belmont can set up now. Looks like Burlington pressing a little bit more. I'm always intrigued on what when does it become a cross check versus a. And Matthew Palmer puts it in.
That's one of the downsides of pressing out the defense. If your man's if your man beats you, you're in trouble, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looks like the Palmer chalk at home worked.
Yeah.
Got a few goals off of Palmer's today.
Yeah, so that's Matthew's 3rd goal, and Michael, I think, has 1. 6-4 is the score right now. Looks like Phil Pitts again on the face-off, and he's been doing and they're going to call a kick of some sort. I don't know, stepping on the stick or what they call, but again, looks like Burlington will get possession of the ball.
Rumor is the Palmers get their skills from their father, who is known as a strong hockey player in his day.
That is a rumor. It looks like Burlington again throwing it away. So it looks like Belmont.
It's all mom Palmer's.
Yeah, their mother for sure. So right now we got Zach Moss to Nate Moss. Nate Moss looks like they're going
to restart
it again. And Zach Moss to Nate Moss, and Nate will walk it up. Usually what they do is they, again, get 10 seconds to get it over the line. They'll wait till someone pressures or someone opens up, and in this instance looks like Colin Shea gets it, and again touches
slow it down.
And and looks like
Michael to Matt Palmer.
And a fake to me a little bit, over to Peter Grace, back to Matthew, over to Michael, and it looks like Michael's going to dodge from the top. Michael, a lefty, he seems to like that, and he's against a long pole. Usually you're not going to want to dodge against a long pole. Matthew here is a short pole, and again, I'm intrigued on he's got 2 guys on him, which usually means someone's going to be open. If they keep moving it, Talanian, and it looks like they've got 2 guys pretty consistently here, so Belmont should have an opportunity of a broken stick or a player without a stick. They've got an opportunity as Burlington.
They're looking for the open guy. They didn't find him.
Yeah. And
it was Peter Grace on the far side.
Ball down, and it looks like it's going to be turned over. Goalie has it right there. So, squandered opportunity for Belmont. Looks like Quinn McDonald with the ball. And
there's a flag.
Flag must be on Belmont. And offsides, I'm going to guess, or someone said something they shouldn't have said.
Is on number 1, Aubrey.
I didn't hear the call, but I'm going to guess 30-second penalty, 9 minutes, 15 seconds left, 6-4. So Burlington's going to have possession of the ball. And again, a 30-second man down for Belmont. Again, Belmont getting opportunities on the offensive side, which is great. Just not as crisp as I think they had hoped in that instance there. But see if they can hold off Burlington here. That's number 24, Charlie Hannafin. Belmont right there, looks like 21. That's Nolan Jennings. Again, that's 24, Hannafin. And that's Andriolo. Andriolo moving around the top. His brother number 5, the other Andriolo, and off the crossbar, and Belmont, and looks like the ball goes out of bounds. It's after a shot. It's possession.
They're even here.
Whoever's closest, and looks like Burlington beat him to their run on that. Even strength. So the shorthand is down. It's Andriolo 23. Over to 21, that's Jennings, and then over to 18, that's Brendan Janis. Janis going against Ian Burns. Great defense by Burns. That's Yardemian there, I think, against Shanahan. Oh no, that's not Shanahan, that's Feitel. Again, Feitel over to Charlie Hannafin. He's going to, good.
Oh, great save.
Right there by Moss. Moss to Moss. And Zach Moss moving it up. Right now you'll see him looking for open man. That's Colin Shea. Looks like...
see if they're going to keep it in. Yep. Belmont's got it. That's Spencer.
Spencer Scally.
To
Still
Matt Palmer.
I count at least 5 great stops there by Moss. A good pick by Quinn Larry. Matthew Palmer doing a bull dodge, just trying to bull right through his guy. He's got a short pull. Quinn Larry able to hold on to it. Michael Palmer. Matthew Palmer on a pick, and they've got it.
It's flag down.
Like a flag coming, a penalty coming up on Burlington.
2 more penalties.
They're going to call it right now.
We got 4 flags on the ground here.
But usually on 2 penalties, they'll call it. Away, so I'm not sure why they haven't blown the whistle dead right here. But Belmont's still moving. And now they end it.
Let's see what they call here.
So looks like number 8 walking over, looking a little guilty. I'm not sure that's correct or not, but that's Ryan Kane, a junior long stick midi. And he appears to be... And then it looks like number 11 might also be there. That's Zach Feitel, the senior for Burlington. Let's see what the referee has to say. So unnecessary roughness on both 11 and 8. That's Ryan Kane and Zach Feitel. 7:06 in the third quarter. Belmont will be up 2 men. Again, the 2 penalties are 1 minute each. If Belmont is to score, one of them will release. And looks like the typical offensive lineup here. Mike Palmer on the side, number 9, Matthew in the middle, and Aubrey Chelanian up at the top.
It actually looks like Quinn as opposed to Bruce. This is the time of year when the kids have exams for. Goal!
Beautiful play. That was a Peter Grace, an excellent assist. Matthew Palmer breaking the net to Matthew's 4th goal of the game. Peter Grace, an excellent look. And one of those penalties will release. Both of them release? They both released?
Both of them released.
Apparently.
I'm going to say that Bruce Hudson had to leave. Might have an AP exam.
Oh. Yeah, that's Ian Burns taking the face off again. Looks like Yardemian on the side, and it looks like Joe Gaziano on the side as well. Looks like Burlington's going to take possession of it, and
it's out of bounds.
Another errant pass by Burlington. So right now it looks like Moss is going to pick it up on the side. Zach Moss to Nate Moss on goal. Looking up to the side against Joe Gaziano.
Quinn's got it. Now you got to try to get that touch.
Good fake by Quinn Larry. Gets a touch. He's actually got really nice
Spencer's
transition.
got it.
Clear as a for Belmont.
Got hit in the face. They'll usually call that.
Yeah, and looks like Belmont able to maintain possession here. Oh, and it looked like questionable on a slash there as well, but and Quinn Larry able to not get it yet. Looks like the scrum for the ball right now. No one has gotten possession of it, and then looks like
Aubrey's got it,
and he's got a long pull on him.
That pole is swinging away, and they award it the other way.
Yeah, really, it's surprising they didn't call a slash in any of those, but is what it is. They're letting them play. That's James Ellis. Gets it over to Quinn McDonald, the goalie, and can't see who that is marching it up right now for Burlington as they go for the clear. Belmont applying some good pressure. Burlington gets it over the line, and looks like they're going to get the touch right here as well. So Belmont on defense has right now Yardemian, James Hanley, and Matthew Palmer is out there right now. Number 5 right now out there is Andriolo for Burlington. Over to 18, that's Janice, and then an errant pass. Jennings able to pick it up. Back over to Janice, and then over to Charlie Andriolo. And then Brendan Janice again, working against Yardemian. Yardemian pushing.
Oh, good
Great
defensive play.
And he goes
the trail check.
And he's able to get over midfield. Oh, good. Peter Grace. Oh,
they're going to call moving pick there, I think.
Yeah, they'll call interference on Peter Grace. Good concept, good idea, just probably moving his feet right there. Good defensive play by Belmont, by Andre Yardemian. Burlington going for the clear right now. Looks like Joe Gaziano on and playing aggressive defense. Really good, strong defense right now. Great to see. Belmont hasn't done a lot of that this year. That's Jason Kane right there. Matthew Palmer still out on defense right now. There's Moss. And that looks like Yardemian, and then looks like Gaziano. Again, Belmont pressing up a little more than they traditionally do, not entirely on their man, but again, not sitting back as they often do. Andriolo, hard shot wide of the net.
A little strong on that one.
Will McLean following it up. I think that's Will McLean in the back there. Yep. McLean with the ball. He's got 2 goals today. Colin Shea defending against him. Looks like, good.
Oh, wow.
Looks like Gaziano is letting it go out right now, and Andriolo for Burlington unable to get it.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Gaziano run it up here. Nope, he's not going to take it.
Yeah. And it looks like Moss is going to take it and give it to his brother Moss. Yeah, surprised that Gaziano or even Palmer didn't take it. It's like
we have seen Gaziano run with it.
Good pass by Gaziano.
Matt Palmer.
Palmer looks like he's got some space. He's going to the net, over to good defensive play right there. And is Belmont able to maintain it?
There
looks like
probably was a push there.
Pushing and
They're
good
definitely
speed right there. I think that's Kyle Salucci.
Definitely some
nice
pushing and shoving there. Not called.
That's an errant pass, I think, right there.
It's going to be Belmont's
looks
ball.
like Belmont should get possession of that.
I guess they're going to say it was tipped.
Yeah, that again is the risk with letting it go. So I think that's McLean with the ball at X. He's got Trey Demore on this side over here on the attacking side. I think that's Andriolo. Yep. And that's Brendan Janice, and again that's Zach Keitel. Looks like Michael Palmer intercepts
Made
it.
a good defensive
Unable
play.
to get it. There's McLean with it. A good defensive play right there. That should be an errant pass. Oh, they call it a shot. So Burlington going to maintain possession of the ball. I think that's Andriolo right there being defended by Moss. Gets good. That should be a Ward. Another stop there by Moss. Gaziano has it. get it to the goalie. Moss, another good stop. He's been solid.
Been really solid tonight, yeah.
He's really, sometimes a game can get out of hand. And, unfortunate errant pass by his brother. It's up in the air. Looks like they've got numbers. This will be...
wow.
Belmont.
Little lucky there.
Looks like Burlington's going to maintain possession. But, yeah, I think they had a 3-on-1 opportunity. Belmont looking to swap things out right now on the defensive side. That's McLean right there. Belmont doing a great job. Oh, good. Oh, he's probably getting a push there. That'll be a push flag thrown. Looks
unnecessary roughness, maybe.
Yeah, Demian, I think it's point. Let's see what they say. Push.
If they call it a push.
I didn't see the amount of time. That's 30 seconds or 1 minute. Belmont will be a man down. 2 minutes, 17 seconds left. 7-4 is the score right now. Yardemian. I think when you push from behind, sometimes that can be. Oh, Belmont, a little aggressive on the man down. Gotta be careful with that. That's Colin Shea. And the Burlington wheel route right there. It looks like Belmont forcing it. Oh, nice stop by Moss. Great play. I suspect they're going to challenge him. Oh, they're not. They're letting them sort of walk it up a little bit.
And here's
right there. Oh, nice play by Moss.
Oh, I hit him in the helmet there. Usually, again, they call that.
Gaziano has to get over with 10. He's got it over to midfield. Now he's got to touch it up into the box, and they do that. And Belmont has possession of the ball. And it looks like the penalty is up as well. And it looks like they lost possession of the ball. So Burlington looking to clear it here right now.
Both sides even.
Good clear right there. A big opportunity right here. And it looks like number 16, Jason Kane, with a score for.
Little disorganized there on the personnel change.
Yeah. So 7-5 the score. 1 minute and 17 left in the third quarter. Unfortunate timing for that right there. Looks like they've got Ian Burns going on the face-off right here. Got Yardemian on the side and Colin Shea on the other side. Surprised not to see Joe Gaziano on one of those sides. He's a vacuum, as they say, on the side, sucking up those ground balls. And Ian Burns really fighting it hard. And it looks like Burlington's going to get possession of the ball. And number 8, that's Ryan Kane, and an opportunity again. Oh,
good save.
Stop by Moss.
They called the flag.
2 flags being thrown. Okay, looks like 2 flags, one for Belmont, one for Burlington. 30-second penalties, 54 seconds left. So both teams, I think, will be man down. I think Belmont will maintain possession. Big stop by Moss there just prior to that play. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like it'll be 5v5. I think Belmont had possession. I don't know if they're going to give them that. Yeah, it looks like Moss has possession on the goal, so Belmont will have possession of it right now. On the attack, number 12, that's Jack Murphy going in. Jack Murphy, a junior for Belmont, and good clear right there. Matthew Palmer getting it and going to touch up. Look, he's actually going to go to the net and takes a shot, and looks like Scally still going for it, and Palmer's going for it, and Gray's going for it, and Palmer gets it. So
what are they going to call here? Hold?
They don't get it, so I don't know.
They called the hold against Belmont.
Now they're flag. they call a flag on, it looks like Matthew Palmer. 27 seconds left in the quarter. And it looks like the referee is talking to the coach on Belmont, which is interesting. Certainly looks like a penalty on Matthew Palmer. That's not going to change. And I'm intrigued. I didn't see it. I guess once they blow that whistle and start the play is open. I don't know what if you saw what happened on that.
Definitely there was contact with the two players, and
okay, they're going to start the play. The ref left his flag on the side over there, but they're starting up. 20 seconds left right now. Wonder if they're going to hold it or go for a shot here. 15 seconds left, and it looks like Belmont should hold this ball if they can get it. And it looks like 9 seconds left, and Andriolo able to maintain it. 4 seconds, 3, 2, and Belmont will get possession of the ball. So
I think on that last penalty there was almost inadvertent contact. When they start the play, the Burlington player picked up the ball and started to sort of take off with it, running into Matt Palmer. And even though it was inadvertent, I think they felt that there was perhaps too much physicality on the part of Matt during the collision.
So interesting. On the end of that play there, you had a lot of the Burlington coaches yelling, "Hold the ball," as we described on the second quarter. At the end of a quarter, if one of the teams is down a man on a penalty, if one of the other either team has possession of the ball at the end of that quarter, they will maintain possession of the ball at the end of that quarter. So as a result of the Burlington player shooting the ball, the Belmont goalie saving the ball and holding on to the ball, Belmont will maintain possession starting this quarter. A man down, it will give them an opportunity to again try to hold and maintain possession of the ball while they have a man in the box. So
I'll tell you, Dave, the temperatures dropped quite a bit since the beginning of this game.
I think funny. My wife told me that, I wasn't even going to wear a jacket, and she came with her winter jacket. And
the players are probably pretty comfortable. Quite a few members of the fan base in the stands wearing down coats and such.
Even so, better than the rain that we had against the Winchester game the other day. I'll take this any day. So
definitely.
So it looks like Michael Palmer, number 9, will start with the ball at the top center, going left to right for Belmont. Number 15, Matthew Palmer, is in the penalty box. He has 3 more seconds, I think they said, on the penalty.
Yep.
So Belmont will. Interesting. Where it looks like Moss has the ball. So the goalie has the ball. Moss, number 11 in net, will walk it up just a few seconds, and you'll probably see. Yep, Matthew Palmer comes out of the box, even strength right now. So both teams are even strength.
He should probably get rid of it here.
Yeah, and it looks like good transition right there, and they got a touch up on the other side right now. And a good little fake there by Michael Palmer, and Belmont able to touch up
back
and sort of
to his
right
brother
now.
Matt, to Quinn Leary.
Number 2, good little dodge, and okay, and over to Peter Grace, able to maintain it. Okay, good.
Lucky he didn't get pushed out there.
Little
Mike Palmer has
bounce pass there, and okay, Belmont again an opportunity to regroup. So Mike Palmer to Matt Palmer and see if they'll fake it. Looks like Matthew Palmer fakes it. Michael still has the ball, number 9. Didn't really fool the defense there. Right now he's got a defender, a long pole. He'll give it to Matthew, who's got a short pole on
Looks
him.
like he's going to take a dodge here.
And he does, and he goes towards and gives it to Quinn Leary. A beautiful pass right now. Homer to Leary to Scally. Beautiful goal. Really did an excellent job drawing the defender over. Score 8-5 now. Belmont, 10:47 left in the game.
That was really good movement.
Scally, I think that was his first goal of the game today.
I'm going to say
second goal. Yeah,
second.
Second goal of the game.
He had that sort of broken play where he dodged across the middle earlier. Second goal of the game.
Yeah, great to see Quinn Leary on the score sheet, though. That's great with an assist there. So we got, it looks like Burns again for Belmont taking it. He's got a good physical presence out there. And it looks like Gaziano also on the ground ball. Back in, and pushed out. So Burlington will get the ball. Nice defensive play by Burlington there. And it looks like we've got James Hanley, sophomore, flanked by Colin Shea and Zach Moss, the two seniors for Belmont on the defensive side. And then the defensive middies are Andre Yardemian, Joe. Good play by Belmont to break it up. Colin Shea with the ball, and a nice clear if he's able to maintain it. I think we should call a timeout maybe. And I don't know what they called. Did you see it?
I mean, usually when you see that, it's a hold of some sort.
Okay, so Burlington maintains possession again, 8-5, 9 minutes 50 seconds left in the game. Still a lot of time left here. Yardemian, Burns, and Gaziano defensive middies right now.
Hit.
Burns with the ball. Burns has this great speed, able to clear that. Looks like Belmont's got some numbers and advantage right now if they can take advantage of it. Burns over to Tellini. Beautiful shot.
Amazing shot.
Tellini, his second goal. Ian Burns really set that up with the ground ball and then the speed transition, setting up the odd man rush. Beautiful, beautiful play.
Good to see that Colin Shea is not hurt. I think the shot on the other end hit him in the ankle, yeah. Just a great goal by Aubrey.
Really an important goal. 9-5 the score now. 9:23 left in the game. Just a really pretty turnaround, receipt of the ball, and just a turnaround. Burns again on the face-off. Yardemian scoops it up and loses it. Looks like offsides on someone leaving early.
Someone left early, yeah.
So again, you can't...
Obviously, Burlington must have gone over the line.
And they throw a flag over here. And it looks like
14.
White 14? Red 14.
White 14 must have...
Yardemian, not sure what happened, but they call a flag on Yardemian. So Belmont loses possession and has a man down for 30 seconds. So it's Colin Galloway running in. Belmont looks like they'll have Galloway in the middle, with Colin Shea. It looks like Zach Moss right there on Andriolo. Andriolo to Andriolo with a shot wide, and it goes wide of the net. Backed up by Nolan Jennings for Burlington. Burlington to Andriolo, over to Charlie Hannafin, back to Andriolo. Really good wheel route passing, and a goal. Goal by number 20, Nolan Jennings, his second goal of the game.
That was pretty impressive movement on the Burlington side.
A little wheel route where they continually draw and dump. Really well played. Really pretty. Makes the score 9-6.
Pitt's back at the stripe.
Looks like we've got Ian Burns and Joe Gaziano on the wings. And looks like he wins the faceoff, and Joe Gaziano picks it up. Great speed that Joe has, able to transition it to Peter Grace. Peter's got a guy on him and loses it, but Aubrey Talanian loses it, unfortunately. So right now, it looks like Belmont calls a timeout. Have a chance to regroup right now. Yardemian picked it up. I don't know what the clock is right now to get this in, if it's a reset once Yardemian picked it up or how this all works here. I don't know who had possession when there. So
in terms of getting it over,
yeah.
So the clock starts as soon as a player has possession of it. So given that he just picked it up, it would start the 10 seconds to go the other way.
So with that Burlington guy flicking the ball back, it did sort of reset the clock, if you will. Is that?
Yes,
okay.
Correct.
So Belmont should have a good window of opportunity here to get it over the midline and then get it over into the box. I would suspect that Belmont would give the ball to Talanian and see if he could run it up. I'm not sure if that'll be the plan for sure, but he's got speed, elusiveness, and that's what they've done in the situation in the past. Alternatively, they could have Moss just carried up and sort of do their traditional clear that they do. Again, 9-6.
I want to see Ian just run it all the way up there again.
Yeah, Ian Burns is interesting. That
First to speak.
yeah, he is elusive. Belmont does have a fair amount of players with some good speed on this team.
He used to do in soccer. He would run from that side.
All right. So let's see. Ball's around the 40-yard line.
Who's going to have it? Who am I looking at?
And it looks like Aubrey Talanian is running.
They're going to start about the 40-yard line on the far side.
Yeah. So Talanian is going to be starting with the ball. It looks like they've got Pomer, Grace, and Scally in there on the offensive side. They'll probably, they've got Quinn Leary also on the side, over to Pomer, and he's got 3 guys on him, so not a great spot, and he's able to get through somehow. And that's not how you write it up usually, but then he loses it, unfortunately. So well defended, I guess, there by Burlington. That's Andriola with the ball, number 23. Defended right there by Quinn Leary. So right now, Belmont's got a mix of middies in there right now. Quinn Leary, Michael Pomer, Matthew Pomer, Joe Gaziano, and number 23 is going to just, Andriola is going to sort of bulldodge in. And really well defended there, double teamed by Belmont. They're probably going to try that again, is my guess. Looks like Leary doing a good job of locking him down on the defensive side, not letting Andriolo get it up, and Andriolo does get it. Anthony passes over here to Charlie. Charlie now working against Quinn Leary. Belmont double teaming it.
Ball is down.
The ball is down, and Andriolo is able to recover it and bounces it. And Moss chasing.
I think it's going to be white ball.
Moss
Yep.
gonna get it. Great play by Moss.
Good hustle there. Closest to the ball when it went out.
Really alert right here. Looks like Belmont will do their traditional clear. That's Moss to Moss. You've got Joe Gaziano. You've got a lot of the Belmont middies are in right now, so we'll see where this goes. Belmont not getting a lot of space. Looks like over to Pomer. Oh, and he's down, and it's surprising they didn't call anything on that. This could get a little ugly right now. And Murphy gets it now. They're going to blow it.
Little extracurricular activity.
Looks like Moss is going in. And unfortunately, I think that I think that was probably aggressive, but technically not an illegal hit on Pomer there. So
it was, I mean, they called the unnecessary roughness, after the big hit on Pomer.
But it was a retaliation hit, really.
Yeah.
9-6 the score, 6:52 left in the game here, so still a lot of time. Belmont's got to be smart, getting a lot of penalties this quarter. So it looks like with Moss in the box, they're going to go with James Hanley, Colin Shea, and I think that's Yardemian, along with Ian Burns and Joe Gaziano up at the top of the box. I think that's Brendan Janis with the ball. Number 24 is Hannafin. They skip it over to 23, who's Andriolo. Andriolo moving in, and then back to...
They tried to do their wheel there, but Belmont covered it well.
Belmont really doing a good job here on the defense side. Oh, wow. Really good shot there. I think that was Hannafin, his first goal of the game.
Was it only his first?
Yeah, he's been a factor in there, moving the ball pretty well at the midfield. 9-7 is the score, 6:27 left in the game. And Belmont really got to be focused and disciplined here as they maintain this lead here. So Ian Burns taking the face-off. Looked like he's going against Dustin McKinnon, if that's number 10. I think they've been sort of mixing up a little bit. That ball up in the air. Belmont, a chance. Looks like Burlington's got possession of the ball. That's Sammy Doherty right there, senior with possession, and passes it over to Andriolo, 23. Passing it again to Janis. Looks like Andriolo, Janis on the midfield. Oh, no, actually, I think that's Feitel, 11, Andriolo, and Janis on the midfield. Good defensive play. It looks like there's Moss with another great stop right there. As he walks it up, that's his 9th stop that I've calculated. I'm not sure that that's even fair. I think he's got more than that. And it looks like over to Talanian on the great
Aubrey's
move.
got
He's
some
an
space.
Opportunity in space, looking. And he holds it effectively. Smart play right there. Interestingly enough, once you touch up, he's got double team on him right now. Oh, really good defensive play. Unfortunate that they weren't able to organize. I'm not sure what Belmont was looking to do right there, but
they called the yellow, the slow down, and
bounces the pass. It looks like it's going to be an opportunity, and it looks like Burlington's got it. And a transition, great play by Joe Gaziano, and now to Colin Shea, if he can keep it in. I think Belmont could. Able to maintain possession.
He's got it.
And Gaziano's got it. So Belmont maintaining possession.
And Belmont ran through the crease. Joe Gaziano ran through the crease.
With the ball. Yeah, so defensive player can run through the crease, but not with the ball, and Burlington gets possession of the 4:29 left in the game. Nice shot by Andriolo. He sailed it over the net. Done a couple of those today. I think that's McLean right there, number 9. He's got 2 goals today. Over to Jennings. Jennings dodging right now against Ian Burns. And he shoots and scores. So, score 9-8 now.
Things tightening up a bit here. Phil Pitts back at the face-off.
That's Jennings. I think Jennings got that. That would be his 3rd goal of the game. Surprised on the decision for Pitts on the face, but probably wants Ian Burns and Joe Gaziano strong stick on the side. So let's see. And it looks like it's 1, and it looks like
I think White left early.
It actually looks like White did leave early. They've got possession for Burlington. That's McLean with the ball right now.
We've got a question over here. Burlington was given the ball because on the face-off, the white player went over the box line, effectively releasing himself before the ball went over the line, or possession was awarded.
Oh, boy. Nice pass, nice goal. That's the third goal for Will McLean for Burlington, and the score is tied up 9-9 with 3 minutes and 31 seconds left. I'm surprised at Belmont not calling a timeout at this stage, but maybe a chance to regroup, refocus, but going right at it. 3 minutes and 31 left right now. Looks like Phil Pitts on the face again, Burns and Gaziano on the sides. And it looks like Burlington coming up with it again. And Burlington looking like they got an opportunity right in front. And just like that.
Oh my, what a play.
Charlie Andriolo, first goal of the game, and just like that, 10-9 is the score. And
no goal. He's in the crease.
Oh. Wow, what a change.
What a lucky break.
Hopefully it fires them up.
Palmer over to Colin Shea. Belmont touching up right now. Score still 9-9. Really fortunate break for Belmont. Time to regroup. Really a little flat-footed right now. Need to sort of get moving here. The momentum's totally shifted in the favor of Burlington. Really good defensive play there. Palmer looking determined to get in there. Over to his brother Michael Palmer taking a shot, going wide. Peter Grace well backed up over there. So Belmont maintains possession. 2:25 left, 9-9 the score. Peter Grace starting with it on the side, defended by number 6, that's James Ellis. Peter going towards the net. Oh, ball. His stick knocked out of his hands. Nice defensive play by Burlington. And Burlington moving it up right now and transitioning well. Burlington on it. Big momentum shift right now. 2 minutes left. 9-9 the score. Belmont needing a stop right here. That's Andriolo, number 5. Real sloppy on the changes there. A little bit coming off and going on. So that's Andriolo up against Ian Burns from Belmont. Andriolo, number 5. Andriolo over to McLean. Oh,
wow.
Nice stop right there, and it looks like they're going to name it Belmont.
Wow, great hustle.
Towards the ball. And right now...
There's a penalty.
Oh, penalty.
Are they going to call delay of game?
If the Burlington player rolls the ball away, I don't know if that's what happened, that will be a delay in game. I didn't... Okay, so Belmont, an opportunity here. 1 minute, 23 seconds left.
Huge call.
Yeah. I'm surprised not to have a timeout here for Belmont. But, again, minute 23 left. So Matthew Palmer starting with the ball up top. Good opportunity here for Belmont. 9-9 the score, minute 18 left. Michael Palmer over to Peter Grace.
Quinn is open in the corner.
Over to Michael
See if that's
Palmer.
what they do.
Over to Quinn Leary. Quinn Leary over to Peter Grace. Peter Grace back to Quinn Leary. Over to Matthew Palmer. Matthew Palmer down to Michael Palmer. Oh, and ball's disrupted. Quinn Leary able to maintain it. Oh. Belmont, Matthew Palmer, he's got it. It looks like they call a timeout. On tricky timing to call a timeout, with Belmont seemingly having maybe an odd man advantage there going towards the net. But 50 seconds left, 9-9 the score. I think I hear the Belmont youth players on the far side
chanting. Good to see. Let's go Belmont.
I think one of the unfortunate things with the scheduling this year is that a lot of the teams are playing at the same times at different locations. So
Yep.
the boys and the girls always play at the same times. It seems like baseball and lacrosse play at the same time. So the fan bases have been limited for a good portion of the year this year, unfortunately. So 50 seconds left. Interesting to see what Belmont writes up here. I think, I don't know if penalty has been released.
I didn't think so, but it would probably be pretty close. We'll see here in a second.
So golden opportunity for Belmont here. See if they can make something happen with it.
It does look like both teams are at full strength.
I think that was Belmont's last time out was the indication there. Looks like Matthew Palmer's going to have the ball in the top right side, or top left if you're the defensive side. Michael Palmer to his left, Aubrey Talanian over in the far left, and that's where the ball goes, over to Quinn Leary, number 2. Quinn Leary being aggressively defended, gets it over to Michael Palmer. Back over to Matt Palmer, 34 seconds left. Matthew being defended by a long pole. And
off the post.
Shoots it wide. Belmont maintains past 26 seconds left. Great opportunity there. So that looks like Quinn Leary with the ball. Gets it up to Matthew Palmer. Looks like Matthew over to Quinn again, down to Spencer, over to Matthew, to Michael, to, whoa, wide shot, 9 seconds left right now. Belmont's got to look at the clock, got to move quick here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Peter Grace,
He's in the crease.
Great stop by the goalie, 2 seconds left, and it looks like this game's going to go to overtime.
Oh, really? There is overtime?
So, sudden death overtime. Usually, I think it's a 3 or maybe a 4-minute overtime. Sudden death, first goal scores, wins. Interestingly, the girls had a sudden death overtime game against Woburn. Similar story. I think they were up 7-3. Woburn came back, went ahead 8-7. Belmont tied it up. The game went to overtime, went to double overtime, and then Belmont ended up winning. Hopefully we can do the same here tonight. So it looks like they're signaling 5 minutes here for the boys. Oh, nope.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. So it's similar to the girls. 4-minute overtime, sudden death, and if either team fails to score, it'll be another 4 minutes as well. They will switch sides, I believe, for the goalies each overtime. The Belmont rugby team is scheduled to be playing right after this game, so they're probably going to be starting a little bit late.
Another field over there.
The new field, the new multi-purpose turf field.
That's right. I don't think they can play games over there. I think it's built as a practice field. There's not a lot of sideline space, so they can't play games for, at least not for rugby or lacrosse, but it can be used for practice, which is great. Looks like they're getting ready. The teams are lining up right now. As I said, they're switching sides, so Belmont going right to left. Phil Pitts is going to be taking the face-off right now. And
he's been getting the clamp. Belmont just hasn't been coming up with it.
And he gets it again.
Yep.
And Belmont calling a timeout with possession. So looks like Belmont will try to create a great opportunity here. Great face-off by Phil Pitts. That's a great opportunity here for Belmont. again.
Advertisement for the next home game is 14.
So I think that is that
Is that Belmont lacrosse night?
lacrosse night? Yeah. Okay, so next Saturday, while we on the timeout here, we've got a Belmont lacrosse night. Should have mentioned it earlier in the day. It's both boys and girls teams will be playing. Boys play at 4, I want to say. Girls at 6. So yeah, I think that's they switch it every year. I think the boys play first this year. But it's a great time, and the youth programs will be playing at halftime. There'll be some programs, opportunities for people to try throwing the lacrosse ball and things like that on the side prior to the game as well. And there'll be some raffles and other things going on. So great opportunity to come out, cheer the team on. It's a great environment usually during that night. Again, that's next Saturday, May 14th. Aubrey Tulanian passes it up to Colin Shea, and looks like this ball is getting out. Looks like
it's out.
Ball is out of real unfortunate mistake there. Belmont turns the ball over. Burlington carrying it up, and looks like
Belmont ball.
Belmont is able to get possession. Aubrey Tulanian, great defensive play.
Timeout.
And
timeout, Burlington.
I'm shocked that they got that. Wow.
But they took it or that they got it?
Belmont got a timeout.
Burlington had timeout.
I'm sorry, Burlington got a timeout, which means they had to have possession. So they're, I think, giving possession to Burlington. Is that right?
I'm not sure. I see the refs talking.
So I think you have to have possession in order to call a timeout, which would mean that Burlington would have possession of it.
Let's see, the ref is coming over. Let's see if we can hear what he's saying.
Three minutes, 40 seconds left. Only 20 seconds have transpired, but it's been a little nerve-wracking in those 20 seconds. It looks like they're pointing to the right, and it looks like the defensive unit for Belmont's going out there. So looks like Burlington will have possession. Aubrey did have it. I think they're saying that
he called timeout before
prior
it
to
went out.
The ball going out of bounds. Surprised me. I didn't hear it.
I wouldn't have thought that they got it, but
awfully late. But again, Burlington has possession. And Belmont will try to prevent them from doing a clean clear, which again, getting it to prevent it from going over the line within 10 seconds, and then getting into the box. And it looks like they had too many guys over the midfield. So lucky break for Belmont. Burlington offside. Belmont will get possession of the ball. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. So not even a minute has transpired. I think the ball has gone to, oh my gosh, unfortunate turnover again. It looks like it got stuck in Moss's stick. Colin Shea was not able to come up with it, and Burlington will get possession again. 3 minutes left in the game. As I said, 1 minute gone through overtime here. I think the ball is transferred back and forth at least twice each. That's 21. Michael Palmer defending against Nolan Jennings. From 11, that's Zach Feitel going for the shot. It looks like Burlington will win.
Burlington wins it.
Burlington 10-9 winners in overtime. So unfortunate loss for Belmont. It'll be a tough one for them. Having a big lead there in the third quarter, really tough and unfortunate that they weren't able to sort of close it out at home tonight. So give credit to Burlington. They came back.
They kept battling.
And they kept battling, and Again, tough Middlesex League loss here. I think a very winnable game, winnable opportunity. I think they'll be. This will be a tough one to swallow, I think, for many of the Belmont players tonight. So, final score: Belmont 9, Burlington 10. Victory for Burlington. Belmont, as we said, next home game will be next Saturday. Both the boys and girls playing here at Harris Field in Belmont. 4 p.m. for the boys, 6 p.m. for the girls. Highly encourage everyone to come out and cheer them on and cheer them on to victory. For Belmont Media Center, thank you very much for watching. We look forward to seeing you soon.